Councilman Dennis Trudeau. On December the 31st of 2017, I sent Councilman Trudeau an official email requesting his resignation effective immediately. He has stated that he will fulfill his term and not resign. The recent press release from the Department of Justice, United States Attorney's Office of the Southern District indicated that between January 2011 and April of 2016, the former city clerk, Vicky Capitello, stole and deposited $890,000 in cash into her and her family's accounts. In addition, Councilman Trudeau has continually attempted to obstruct the city's initial handling of this matter by failing to approve the appointment of an acting city clerk, blocking a forensic audit on 2 occasions, and then attempting to hire private counsel for the city to investigate me to shift attention off of Capitello. I do sympathize with Councilman Trudeau's recent loss of his wife. However, I feel that he cannot represent the city of Grovetown any longer. I have copies for each of you in regards to the city charter as it relates to section 2-14 on conflicts of interest. And if you read those, you will clearly see that this is in violation, and it clearly states that any employee, elected official who knowingly violates this requirement of the section shall be guilty of malfeasance in office or position and shall be deemed to have forfeited that person's office or position. In addition to that, some of you may be aware that the newly elected council member, Deborah Fisher, filed a complaint against me with the Attorney General's office on December the 22nd of 2017 under the open government complaint, stating that I was non-transparent and that we were holding secret meetings within the city and that the citizens had lost trust of me and the city government at its lead. That will end this statement. I'll answer any questions you might have at this time.
Why would you do that?
You'll have to ask her.
I guess it just goes with, without looking at that paperwork, you've got Dennis Trudeau and it says families. You really don't know whether money was going into his bank account or not. I
have no reason to believe any money was going in his personal account. I have no evidence of that. But in light of all that has happened, there is no way that any human being with reasonable comprehension could not see this type of money coming into an account belonging to a family member and suspecting something. Not to mention being a city official and seeing this kind of money leaving City Hall.
And you were saying that he kept trying to block every attempt that you made?
Yes, I initially had wanted a forensic audit, and I had another government entity that was going to pay for that audit. That was blocked on 2 different occasions before we were finally able to move forward with it. Now, Councilman Trudeau saw all of this evidence the day of the search warrant when the feds came here. It was presented to him, and it was no doubt that criminal activity had transpired and who the party was involved. He knew that.
Now, he's saying he doesn't want to resign. However, you have these documents. You know, what can they do going forward?
Well, it's going to be a legislative process. It'll probably be handled within Superior Court, but it's something I'm prepared to move forward with.
Now, you're being very aggressive with this, as being mayor. You know, when people look to move here with cyber and things at Fort Gordon and the growth that, you know, the city of Grovetown is experiencing, how do you think this paints a light on the city of Grovetown?
Well, you know, I think it certainly sheds a more positive light on me taking action than allowing criminal activity to transpire. So it had to be cleaned up. That's what I ran on, and that's exactly what I've done.
How do you move forward with him still in office?
How do I move forward with him still in office? Well, that's what I'm going to have to look into the legislative process to see what our next process or procedure will be. I will continue to be professional with him as he sits on the bench and we move forward. I don't personally dislike Mr. Trudeau, Councilman Trudeau at all. I don't have any hard feelings against him. I do not feel he can represent the city.
And is he one of the last people that you feel is involved from the council in Capitello's deals?
Well, other people were on the council at the time, but I think with him being a relative and being more directly involved with that aspect of it, that he should have known.
What's your response to Ms. Fisher's, I guess, filing against you? What do you have to say about that?
Anybody can file any kind of complaint nowadays. It's totally unfounded. It will be unfounded. and then I will handle that legally accordingly once that's over. But there's no basis of any of these complaints whatsoever. We've never held any secret meetings. Every meeting we've held, we have advertised it as the law requires. So she'll have to produce that evidence. Anyone else?
Anything else you want to say or add?